you ever needed a gift bag in a hurry, like right now, and you are fresh out? You don't have anything at all to make your little gift to someone look a little more special? Well, I am here to help you. I've got you covered, and today I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful custom bag using 2 sheets of 12 by 12 patterned paper. Since I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I call it designer series paper. So using 2 of those 12 by 12 sheets, and you're going to have an awesome looking gift bag. I love sharing projects like this with you. They're practical, they're beautiful, and it's a really fun way to stretch those crafting supplies beyond just cards and maybe scrapbook pages. It does a lot more than that, and this is a really good way for me to help show you and for you to use your supplies differently. This will be one of those I can't believe that I didn't think of that sooner kind of thing because it's so handy and it's so cool. You're going to use this again and again. So whether it's a birthday gift, a little thank you, or a just because kind of a thing that you're giving to somebody, you're gonna love that you know how to do this, and this little bag is gonna make your treat to somebody even more special. So my name is Julia, and I'm with Julia Sue's Stamping. I would love to invite you to hop on over to the live chat to hang out with me for a few minutes if you're watching the premiere. This is a really quick video, so hop over there. I'd love to chat with you, answer your questions, and see what kind of projects you're working on right now. I would love to do that. And if you happen to be watching the replay instead, then leave me a comment. If you have any questions, I would love to respond to you, and I'll do it just as quickly as YouTube shows me that you have left a message. I would love to respond with you and to hear what's on your mind. Let's see, was there anything else I wanted to make sure I covered? I can't think of anything. So let's get started. Oh, hey, I know what it was. I wanted to be sure and say thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And if this is your first time to the channel, then welcome. I'm really glad that you're here today. I love hanging out with you and just spending a few minutes crafting and having some fun. Thank you. Now, let's get started. All right, so here is what you are going to need to create this bag. You're going to need 2 sheets of designer series paper, or DSP, also pattern paper. Doesn't matter what you choose, just as long as they are the same. And then you're going to need a bone folder, because we're going to fold this up. Then let's see, we're going to need some adhesive. I'll grab the liquid glue. So we got some Tombow or some some liquid glue there. And then we're going to need a piece of 3 by 6 little scrap paper. I haven't been using the Very Vanilla as much, so that's what I chose for my 3 by 6 piece of scrap paper. And if you want to add a handle to your little bag, some of your favorite ribbon. And this is what the bag looks like when we are all done. So cute and stylish. So I have a little bit of ribbon on it, the gold striped mesh ribbon. And I'm really tickled with how this bag turns out, this gift bag. All right, let's start. You start by scoring both sheets of the designer series paper the exact same way, and that is scoring at 3 inches on all the sides and 2 inches across what is going to be the top. And I know my writing is not so great, so you should really be grateful that I pretty much stamp instead of write things, which is probably why I'm not super excited when I have to journal in my scrapbooks, but I'm starting to just accept how I write. anyway. So the 2-inch side is going to be the top of your bag, and you want to choose your pattern then accordingly. So I wanted this bag to have, to have it go this way. So I chose the 2-inch piece up at the top, and then you're going to fold them over. This 2-inch piece gets folded over, and that is the piece that is going to be the top of the bag. So you want to, it's going to be coordinating, it's that inside part of what's going to be the bag, and then you can see then the bag will be right side up where the flowers will be. So I'm going to go ahead and fold those. I've already scored these, that's 2 inches that I'm folding over, and then I'm going to put the others inside because it's going to be the way the bag goes. And again, it's just a simple process of scoring and getting those folds nice and tight so that the bag will work out better for us. I'm going to go ahead and keep on getting it tight. And I'm going to open it up and do that 3-inch section that is the bottom. All right, so that is one piece, and then the designer series paper on the other one, same exact thing. I'm going to go ahead and fold them on the score lines, burnish it nice and tightly with the bone folder so that the bag begins to take shape all the way in. And now for the bottom of the bag as well. All right. So far, we've been treating both our pieces of paper the exact same way, right? Well, now we're going to have a little diverging. I'm going to get the paper snips, and on one of those bags, we're going to cut the corner. So this bag has been something that is around for a long time. I was a demonstrator for a really long time, and then I stopped for a little bit. And I joined back up. This was a bag that was popular to make when I was a demonstrator the first time around. So this is an oldie but goodie thing to create, and it's so nice to know how to do it. All right, so I've got these 2 bottom corners completely cut out. If I can get the paper snip to go up there, and keep this for another project. It's perfectly good. 3x3 piece there. All right, and that is the bag. I am going to take that piece of scrap and I'm going to adhere it to the outside of this piece where I've cut the 2 outside pieces off, right? Where I've done the 2 little pieces. So I'm going to take the liquid glue and I'll go all around here. And I'm using the liquid glue because this will give me a moment to get this piece where I want it. I may not get it on there exactly right away, and this gives me just a second to get it where I want it to go. All right, that is all done. Now that we've folded and we've burnished, I'm going to take this other piece, and now all I'm going to do is cut in from the side. I'm not going to cut the bottom. We're going to go ahead and keep that square adhered to the rest of the paper. Just cutting it in from the side on that score line, and I'm making sure I have it on the score line. Okay, there we go. That works really well. Now I'm going to place the pieces together. So I've got this piece that has that reinforcement. I'm going to go ahead and put some more adhesive on it. To help me make this a little easier, I pull up the 2 sides and then I pull it over to that reinforced piece and I line them up. There. That's perfect. And I put it in. No one is ever going to see this inside piece if you do this right, so don't worry about it. If it's not exact or perfect, it's lined up pretty well. Now I'm going to go ahead and put, after I burnish it a little bit again to help make sure it's working, because now there's an extra layer in there. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on these, which are the flaps that help hold the bag together. So I'm going to do that side and then this side. I bring up one side of the bag and then line it up with that bottom piece. And you see how that gets lined up together? And now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I bring it in and I line it up. That adhesive being liquid will give me just a moment to make sure I've got everything aligned the way I want it to. Very good, very good. All right, now I'm going to put some adhesive on this side and on this side here. And I'll be able to bring all of them up together and the bag will be complete. This side over here gets that same bit of adhesive. All right, bringing the bag up and closing it, lining it up. I'm going to lay it down and press inside. Now I'm going to put this one here, bring it up, lining it up again. Now I'm going to lay it down on that side. I have my hand inside and I'm pressing inside like that, pressing down on the inside to get it all lined up and pressed into place. All right, now you can see that these are flapping open just a little bit, so I put a little bit of tear and tape in there to help ensure that these adhere down to the bag. A little bit of tear and tape on this side as well, so it stays down. So the bag is secure. We have glued the sides together and the bag is fully formed. So that's fun. And I'm taking the little bit of tear and tape off the corner here and placing it together. The bag is completely formed and ready to go. Now what I also like to do is I simply pinch in the sides a little bit so that it has that nice little crimped in look that we have from the fancy store-bought bags. Now look at this. No one is going to know that you made this, right? Look at this. This is such an awesome bag. Just punch a couple of holes in there and a ribbon. You're all set. You can decorate it however your crafty heart desires. You could put a little tag on there, whatever you would like, and it is absolutely gorgeous, ready for gifting. And just like that, you have got yourself a custom gift bag. It's all ready to go. And the best part, in my opinion, by far, absolutely no trip to a store. Yay! I love the no trip to a store part. All right, making these bags is such a fun way to use up all that pretty paper. It's a really great way to make your gift even more personal. So give it a try. I would love to see what you make. Tag me or share it in the comments below if you can. And remember, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Follow me on social media. All of these things are absolutely free and really help grow my really small business. So I appreciate any help, any support that you can give me. It really means a lot. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for a few minutes. And I hope you get inky today. Bye.